Hello, welcome. My name is Dr. George Mochocki, and this will be our first lesson, Retail Merchandising Management. It's Introduction to Retailing. What's retailing all about? Make sure you open up the concept maps that was supplied to you, or a mind map, for lack of better words. Read the chapter, look at the information, look at the software that was included in the course management system. Okay, so what is retailing? I had this open up again real quickly on retail. I'm not going to go through all of it. Is retailing, you add value to it. There's something to do with the supply chain, not always in the store, may include in a motel. Retail sells products, services to customers in the supply chain. And here's a picture of the supply chain. It goes from the manufacturing to the wholesaler to the retailer, and basically to you, the consumer. So whether in this course you're looking at, I have buyers, I have suppliers, I have some people that can open up their own business. You have to understand the supply chain, where you fit in. You have to understand the customer. You're creating value. Why do the customers come to your store? I don't like to make hot dogs. I'd rather go to Portillo's or Frutilla's or 7-Eleven or Home Depot, whatever, okay? A vertical integration set of activities that performs more than one, for lack of a better word, more than one channel. Okay, you have backward integration, you have private labels, they also bring in stuff in here. Look, I'm just going over the concept. After you read the material, focus is in. These are terminology when you're talking to buyer, supplier, or businesses, or marketing individuals. They understand these, okay? Forward integration, manufacturers basically also sell stuff online. And you got they operate their own stores. Okay, difference in the distribution. And this is a good exhibit. Look at it in the book. I want to keep this under 20 minutes. I'm just giving you a quick overview. Now, the other thing you're looking at is management. And so let me just turn this thing down. We covered that. Now, management and entrepreneur opportunity. Some of you will work in businesses, working for Target, some of the larger corporations, the retail store. Some of you want to make open up your own business. You say, hey, because of COVID-19, this is not a good time. This is an excellent time to open up. You understand what's out there. You could open up on a shoestring. Customers are just willing, looking for somebody that has something unique that they don't have. You could have one little item, and they'll come as long as you deliver and you have a good marketing plan and know how to reach them. So when I'm looking at this one, here's what people with a wide range of skills. You have to know something about finance. I don't care what the business, it's all about the money. You have to know how to purchase back and forth. You have to know a little bit of accounting. You have QuickBooks that helps you in the retail business. You have management information system, again, point of service. A lot of the software now, when you scan it with a barcode, it does all the inventory for you. Makes life easy, but you have to understand what the numbers mean. Supply management. When you look at supply, there's warehouses. Do you have just in time? How are you going to buy all your stuff from Costco's or Sam's? Design a new product. Okay, remember I'm live on here. Financially rewarding. You kind of make pretty good. Senior buyer and everything else. Let's see. Management trainees make $35,000 to $65,000. Those are brand new ones coming into the company. Senior buyers anyway from 120 to 160. But remember, you have to hustle. When you're a buyer and a seller, you're out there with the people. You have to know. You're a self-motivator. You're working on mostly on commission. You know, you upset the customer, you upset a large purchasing order, okay? But don't worry, you're going to start off small, but you just understand them. Okay, now when I look at this, the decision process to open up a retail operation, you have to understand your competitors. Like it or not, who are your competitors? Like it. Understand your customers. Who are they? Remember, if you do, and it's a little harder now because you're looking at, I'm going on the internet, but you're going on the internet, but remember, you have Google, you have Comcast, a lot of the Dish, they all could, you tell them what customer you think is going to come to you, they could help you because they want to generate some activity. You have to know what platform they're on. And remember, the biggest thing that when you take me for marketing or anything else, the biggest problem, a lot of business owners think they understand the customers because they're looking at their own lens. This is how I see it. You may be one of those unique individuals, those outliners, that you're the only one who sees it that way. How do the customers see it? Once you understand the customers, you may not agree with them. What the heck? Here's how they go. this is how I'm going to go. This is the sites they're at. They're not using Twitter or anything. Those are all too much censoring. They're using YouGetTube. They're using BitChute. They're using Rumble. They're using They're using other platforms. You have to move. You have to be flexible, okay? Retail strategy, who's your target marketing? That's the biggest thing you have to understand. Oops, let me go this way. Defining the target market, that's, you'll kind of get it. That's why it's so nice to start now. You got a small market. You don't have much money invested. See who comes to it. And if it's not who you think, hey, what the heck? They're coming to me. Maybe this is the market I should go to. Find out more about them. You're looking at return on investment. If you look at Take Me for Finance, everything else, you have to, how much inventory, how much time you're spending, and is it well worth it for me to open my own business or work for somebody else? Okay, retail mix, different merchandising. I'm just doing the adjustments now. Pricing, store design, all that. That all is what is chapter 1. I'm covering this to be under. Remember, I'm not giving you a full lecture. I'm just giving you nits and bits. You read the material. You looked at it. We talked about the discussion board. You looked at the video. You looked at some of the exercises we're doing. Look at the software. You're seeing all this stuff. You remember from your own experience. You go, now I understand what's going on. Okay, now the whole thing about the economic and social significance. If I look at this 2015, the things have changed because you look at you have a new administration, so and so. It's kind of iffy. So let's see which way we're going to go. But if I'm looking at the 5.3 trillion in annual U.S. sales in 2015, 8% of the GDP comes from retailing. Remember, 50% of the GDP, gross to national domestic product, is from small businesses, not necessarily retail. It could be small businesses. And when you take me for intro to business, we'll give you a definition of what's considered small business, okay? Employs over 14 million people, 2015. The largest retailer, I just click on there, look at some of the charts. It's kind of nice to see where they're at, who they are. Oh, geez, these are really good. I got a few minutes. Okay. The largest one is Walmart, Costco. Okay, let's get the other one in here. I had these setups because when I save them, I don't want them that big. Okay, let me get this one. Here we go. If you notice, I'm live. Okay, shorts, Germany. Look at your France, Germany. All these are Germany. Home Depot, U.S. And a lot of them are U.S., but you have to look at who the shareholders are. It's kind of deceiving. All right, but you can look at that inside your in the materials supplied to you. Okay, retail store, blah, blah. So we got this. Okay, now if I'm looking at the charts of all the lessons, this is what this whole course is set up. World of Retailing, introduction to retailing. That's what we did. We covered all these. These are all your different lesson plans, and it comes out to the other. Okay. Now the retailing mix. Here's another chart on this. This is where you're looking at retailing, where you're going to fall in. I know some of you in one of the schools I'm teaching at, you're basically in the fashion design program. So you're either buyer, seller, or you're trying to, or you're a designer. You're coming up with a new idea. But now you've got the idea. You come up with a new, unique thing. How are you going to bring it in there for people to buy it? One-time deal is going to that. You want repeat customers. And that's what you're going to learn here. Do you open up my own boutique, or do I go out there and hustle and try to go to other boutiques? But I have to understand how they're thinking. I have to understand how to get my product line in. That's why if you look at a lot of fashion designers and everything else, they basically started a supply chain. They went in and buying brand names or selling other brand names, and while they got to know the retailers on a level for the organization they were doing, they say, hey, you know what, I also design my own clothing. You might kind of throw this up, and I kind of like that. What the heck? I want something unique and independent. So he or she may put it in their boutique, and all of a sudden people like it, they buy it, and next thing you know, you start off your own brand name. That's how you do it, slowly. But you have to know how to get into the supply chain. To be creative only gets you so far, and then once you get in there, where you're located on? Is it online? Is it digital? Even digital? How do they get to touch the stuff? People like to feel the stuff. What's the return? Merchandise management. These are all the lesson plans you're going into. Pricing, how much you're going to cost. You want to make some money, not out there giving it away. Shit. Even non-profit organizations have to make some money or they're out of business. Communication, how do you connect with those customers? Once you understand, the biggest thing is, I want everybody. Sure, I want every online, not gonna have everybody. You may not get me if you're targeting Generation Z. You have to look at who your customers are, who you think they are, and then if they're not coming in, find another way to attract them, okay? Design the store and display. Again, your website could make you look like you're $1,000. You may be working out of out of your garage or in your bedroom, but the website looks nice. Okay, customer service. That's the whole thing. Customer service. If you upset those darn customers, those beautiful customers who got debit cards and still got a job and have money coming into my business to have that disposable income. If I upset those customers, they're going to badmouth me on all these different platforms and they go viral. Look what George said. Oh my goodness. And how do I do damage control? Before, if I upset a customer, they only had a few friends. Now, they may have a few friends, but then the social media, those friends have friends and feel sorry for you, and it's something else goes by. That's what Instagram is basically. And that's even a dying platform. There's so many new platforms coming out there, so many new creative, so many out there. Depends who your audience is, all right? So anyway, let me see. I finished that one. Let me go back in here real quickly. I'll wrap this up. So if you take speech, you know, this is the way you have to do it. You finish anything, let's have a conclusion on this, expand, back to level 1. Okay, so here we are. We talked about retailing. We talked about either work for a company or open up your own boutique. Work for a company. You still get laid off. You still could get fired. The company could go bankrupt, or you control your own destiny. Either one. Depends. Right now, if you're younger, I would say Generation Z, Generation Y, millennial. You basically, if you really look at that, you still have nothing to lose. Try it out. Do social media. You already got followers on some of them. You got people that are looking at you. You give them some information. Here's what I do. I water my plants. Here's how it's going. Whatever. I look at some of these YouTubers. Oh my God. You got 1,000, 20,000, 50 people watching how this damn plant grows. But you got a followers. Now you're selling fertilizer. You're selling T-shirt. You're selling hemp shirt because it's natural. It's out there. Hey, I'm a marketer. Come on, retail. Who are your customers? What are they looking for? You look at the large stores, they have this. You go in there, I wish they had this. That's what the small boutiques, the smaller store are very specialty on there. You could do it. You just have to understand that. All right? And then basically you help in, you know, when you take into a business, Adam Smith, capitalistic system, blah, blah, blah. All right. I'm just giving you information in general. And then you got the retail management decision, where you open up, what stores, what marketing, all that, and then in the mix. All right. So we covered everything on here in our lesson 1. Again, welcome to this class. I'm talking fast because I try to keep it under 20 minutes. You can always stop me, open it up, retain. Isn't that so nice about a virtual classroom? Okay, have a good day. And thank you again, Dr. George Mochocki. Bye. Let's see how many minutes I got. About 12 minutes. Very good. I like to always keep these under 20. Remember, you got the materials. It's just a refresher what to focus on.